down.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second. Touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
To throw, it's Wentz. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. 3rd down here. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On first down, Ingram. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
On second down, Ingram. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He finds Beckham complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me.
This is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Go. 120!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Jaguars 7.
180!
Drop deep, drop deep.
81!
Mike, 50.
From the 31, Wentz. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. so you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And Diggs has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. For the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
Here we go. 54. I don't think you got it, tackle that ball. 54, right there, right there.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. There's Jackson on third and long. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. We'll see what happens.
Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Jackson now to throw again. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2 and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
There we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
Mike 58, right there. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, McCaffrey. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Wentz. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 2. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's airing it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go deep.
Now Wentz. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he's able to find Diggs. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs, 99 yards as they have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there at 22.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Man, I got you.
Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 54 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.